Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
The Browns have a couple of draft picks on the team that sort of remind me of Anthony Schwartz, and these guys just aren't necessarily living up to their draft status, starting with offensive tackle James Hudson. I know we're thin at left tackle, but free agent tackle Donovan Smith might still be out there. Is he a viable option for week 1 and beyond? Jed Wills isn't exactly giving us Browns fans any confidence he'll be ready, and Hudson has just been plain bad. Defensive tackle Siaki Ika might be a bust. I really like that defensive tackle Chris Williams kid to unseat him to round out the defensive tackle room, as Mike Hall could miss some major time. And does wide receiver David Bell have the talent that a Michael Woods might possess? We need guys who are ready day one. We need a fast start this season. The best talent has to make this roster. Let's go Browns.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. The one thing I would push back on, the guys that you're talking about, James Hudson was a 4th-round pick, Ika a 3rd-round pick, David Bell a 3rd-round pick. You're not counting, I think it's 23% or something along those lines of those guys make it longer than a year. So they're not busts. They just haven't. And James Hudson has been in. Now he's been awful. I'm not saying anything but he was a 4th-round pick, and he gave you some productive years in the NFL. That's not the definition of a draft bust. Ika might be.
Yeah, I hesitate to use the word bust when I talk about guys that were picked outside the top 100 because they probably weren't drafted to be starters. Now, if you like Hudson, 4th-round pick, viewed probably as a lifetime backup, and if he gives you starter play, that's a plus. Obviously, we've seen how it's unfolded. I believe he's being played out of position, and he should be playing guard, but it is what it is. Ika is a different situation. You know, top 100 pick. You need him to fulfill a role, and I don't know if we've seen that. Wills, if you want to talk bust, like I don't think he's been a bust, but he's a candidate. You know, top 10 pick. You're expecting him to turn into one of the better left tackles in the NFL. I can say that's not happened.
Yeah.
You know, and so if you, I would entertain it with someone like him. But those other players, I think they were drafted to be role players. I think David Bell is what he was drafted to be. He's a possession receiver who can convert on 3rd downs, will be where he's supposed to be. And I think he could actually thrive in this choice route offense, you know. So I would reserve judgment on some of those guys. But Will's the only one I think that could qualify for the bust category.
Yeah, the thing about Bell is I'm with you. I think he's smart. He knows where he's supposed to be, and he seems to catch the ball when it's thrown to him. Those are kind of qualities that fit into read this defense, get where you need to be, where the quarterback expects you to be, and most of all, hold the ball when it's thrown. Catch the ball when it's thrown to you. So I'm with you with Dave Bell.